Hello everybody, this is Crazy Yeti, and I am once again doing a recording live of a game that's being played for the 1v1 tournament sponsored by Drone. Once again, shout out to Drone, thanks for putting this together. In this one we have Saab versus Banana Eye. So, let's see how things are going. In the bottom left corner we've got Saab. He is going with shield bots, and he's already got one bandit out, dropping down some mexes, and then he's going to put up defensive tower, a laser tower. In the upper left corner, we have Banana Eye starting with Cloakies, and he's got a glaive out already. He also has managed to cap his 3 mexes and get a radar out. What's he doing after that? Well, he's reclaiming some stuff, so that probably means he's going to be dropping something in its place. He's now got 3 glaives out, not making a move with them. Banana Eye has 2 raiders out and is definitely moving them into the enemy territory, trying to scout things out. Let's take a look at the visibility map and see what he can see. Back in Saab's base, he's got all 3 mexes capped, finally, and is finally putting up that defensive tower. Now, as far as commanders, Saab has morphed his commander. He's got a riot cannon and energy cell, and Banana Eye has also morphed his commander and has a beam laser and energy cell. So neither team going to be hurting for energy for a little bit. 2 bandits are closing in, taking out that metal extractor before it can even go up, but are going to be retreating in front of the commander, who, as we just mentioned, has a beam laser and can deal with raiders quite handily. However, this force of glaives is coming in to take out the bandits. Bandits are retreating. Glaives take one down. Glaives probably could have followed up and taken out the other one, but they decide to pull back. Maybe worried about some sort of feint, perhaps. Now, Banana Eye also has 2 constructors coming out. Sorry, make that 3 constructors. No, 2 constructors and another glaive. Silly me. So he is going to be doing some aggressive expanding, and on this map, that's not a bad idea. There's plenty of metal spots. You need to take them as quickly as possible, so why push with just your commander when you can push with your commander and some constructors? Of course, that means he's got fewer forces out available for raiding, but he's got plenty of raiders as it is, and he's not really doing a lot of raiding with them, so maybe it's not so bad to have some additional constructors. And now he has 3, count them, 3 cons out there. He's going to be capping those mexes just as quickly as he can. Now, meanwhile, on the bottom side, we have a roach coming out. That'll be fun if he manages to get that roach delivered right into the middle of that huge cluster of glaives that he saw. Then he will be at a huge advantage, taking out lots of glaives at once. Let's see if that comes through. This will be an interesting battle to see. Let's see how it comes out. Bandits push forward. Roach makes its move. Roach hides. Don't know if it's been spotted yet. Roach retreats. It was spotted. Manages to not get killed. Couple of glaives come out, 1 gets picked off, and now he's been alerted to the presence of the roach. So now Banana Eye is going to be taking those glaives and playing very, very carefully, because he does not want to lose them all to that roach. Instead, and he lost a bunch of them to the roach. His glaives managed to take out a lot of the bandits in the meantime. So all in all, not a horrible exchange for either side. Let's take a look. The economy is running the same, 20 and 21. Number of unit count, 2.2 versus 2.5, so that's still reasonably close. Banana Eye is trying his best to take the middle here. He's got 2 defensive towers up. Saab, not being outdone, has 1 defensive tower up and a radar, and the commanders are starting to get into range of each other. Let's see who wants to go first. So, little interesting game here of playing chicken, playing build up the defensive towers. Oh, and Banana Eye sneaks a couple of glaives in there, takes out one of the towers, loses them to that riot cannon, but managed to get the job done in the meantime, which is taking out that defensive tower. Still, he's building it back up, so looks like this is just going to be no man's land in here for a little while. In the meantime, let's see how everything is going on the back end. Looking at the economy, like I said, both of them are doing a pretty good job with the econ, getting mexes captured, getting that income up, but Saab is not doing as effective a job as he could be in spending it, and that's because he is e-stalling. His energy is too low, 18 versus 22. He's got plenty of metal, but can't spend it because he doesn't have enough energy to support it. Does he have anybody going out and building energy? Yes, he does. So he knows that that's a problem, and he's trying to fix it. Oh, he's trying to fix it quite a lot. He has one constructor coming in, putting up a lot more solar towers. That will help. In the meantime, Banana Eye has managed to sneak a few raiders over the hills and is looking for some soft, juicy targets on the south to take out, but nothing to be found there. There was a couple of bandits in reserve and a defensive tower, a laser tower, able to take out that invasion. Now this no man's land is getting even no man's lander, with plenty of units and defenses lined up on both sides. Oh, some bandits sneaking over the hills. Are they going to be effective here? One is going to get taken out by that. Oh, manages to save it. Only at half health. So Saab noticed that he was up against the laser tower, pulled back in time to not completely lose the unit, but he wants to go and take another bite at that apple. Is it going to be effective? I'm not so sure, especially not with those two glaives coming in behind to reinforce it. So that was something of an entire write-off for that small invading force. Meanwhile, on the north, we have a Zeus coming in. So with these towers down here, Banana Eye, actually either side, is going to need something heavy to break through, and both of them are pulling heavy units in. Banana Eye is bringing in some Zeuses, and Saab has a few thugs. A couple of thugs and an outlaw go together like peanut butter and jelly. So, we've got something of a standoff, but both sides are gearing up, trying to see if they can break through that standoff. That's going to be quite the fight when it finally breaks out. Meanwhile, Saab has managed to get his economy a little bit better in balance. He's got some energy building up, let him push out units faster, and now, on the other hand, it's Banana Eye that's looking at an energy deficit. But he is doing his best to make up for it, building a geothermal plant. Once that comes online, that'll certainly help. And here comes the breakthrough. Here comes the push. The Zeus is moving south, managed to take out all of the defensive towers, well, almost all. The last one falls to a hail of fire from the Roccos, and now Banana Eye's units are definitely on the move and coming way, way in ahead. The thugs, outlaws that Saab had on the south side are not going to be any match for them. Those Zeuses are just tearing it up. Finally starting to push into range of some other defensive towers. Rocco's going to hit it from a distance. Zeus is getting closer and closer, facing a little more resistance now, but with a felon. A felon is in play, and and that felon just smoked the Zeus. Now that felon is in play, that could make quite a bit of difference. Am I right there? Yes, there is a felon right there. Kind of hard to see in the icon view because the commander blocks it, but no doubt about it, there is a felon there. And he's surrounded by a couple of thugs and a shield walker, so that gives him plenty of ammo to really do a number on whatever's in the middle. But what is in the middle? Two Zeuses, a bunch of Broncos that can keep their distance, and there's just not enough energy in that shield to really support that felon. One Zeus goes down, but the other Zeus looks like it's going to take out the felon. Maybe, no, not quite. Felon manages to take out the Zeus, so, and then wisely Saab pulls back his shield wall to let it recover and recharge. So that's starting to make a difference. Let's go back to the econ. Neck and neck. Neck and neck. Both sides really could use with a lot more energy to be able to spend their metal faster. Give them an advantage there in the middle. And we have a tower push coming along. Banana Eye has walked his commander over the hill. The bear has gone over the mountain to see what he can see. And what can he see? He sees some defensive units that he wants to go and hit with his own defensive towers. Starting a bit of a tower creep. A couple of missile towers and a Gauss cannon. Just plopping them down. Using his defensive towers offensively to clear out this entire section and doing a great job of it. Meanwhile, at the same time, getting a couple of glaives. Once those defensive towers are down, then that brings the glaives in to take out the soft belly. However, that belly was not quite as soft as they thought. That laser tower there managed to do a number on the invading glaives. Saab is pulling back his shield ball to try and handle the incursion to the south, but there is no more incursion, so I don't know where he's trying to go with those units. Looks like he's pulling them back. That's not going to do much except make it harder for them to get back into the fight. I think he sees that now, and he is moving up towards the actual incursion, which is this little defensive cluster being built up by that commander. In the meantime, push up the middle. Hey, diddle diddle, push up the middle with that shield ball out of the way. That makes it easy for this invading force of Zeuses and Rocco's to just come through and wreck everything in their path. I think pulling back that shield ball was a big, big mistake. Oh, and I missed it. I absolutely missed it. Looks like that felon took out the commander, so that was good on them. However, I still think that was a mistake because it left that middle just completely open. Completely open for this invading force of Zeuses and Rocco's to come in and lay waste to everything in their path. Now he's going to try and fix his mistake by bringing in a roach, and it's going to get close. Oh, only takes out one Rocco, though. What a shame. What a shame. That was a noble effort, but that was really quite a waste of a roach. However, he's going to get a couple more chances, try it again, and in the meantime, he's built a gunship factory and is bringing banshees to bear. Now that could save his bacon for sure. Oh, but in the meantime, on the north, we have an airplane factory that's been built, sending out some vamps to try to take care of the banshees. Well, a vamp. I don't know if a vamp is going to be good enough to take out all of those banshees. I really doubt it, but he's going to give it his best try. In the meantime, he still has a felon ball, pretty underpowered, and not going anywhere anytime soon, but a couple more roaches coming down to take out the Zeuses. Manages to get one. Banshees look like they're going to clean up the rest. In comes some vamps trying to take out the banshees. This is quite a mixed combat we have going on here, but ultimately the banshees come out on top. Vandals coming out for the shield bot to take out the vamps. So wow, look at that chain. Zeuses killed by banshees, killed by vamps, killed by vandals. So quite the chain, but Saab definitely comes out on top on that one. In the meantime, up on the north, Banana Eye has built a Strider hub and is making a Dante. Ooh. Let's see if he has a chance to actually get it into play. Could be tricky. Now, a somewhat regenerated, but still, I think, drastically and tragically undersupported felon making its way headed north, coming from the south. It's going to be able to take out the Econ, sure, but that's not really what we're interested in. We want to see how it's going to do against heavy units like that Dante. And if the Dante gets built first, and it looks like it might be, I think the Dante is going to make short work of that shield ball. We'll have to see. In the meantime, some Glaives, mixing it up with some Vamps, mixing it up with some Vandals, mixing it up with some Banshees. Quite the firefight down here. Quite a lot of firefight going on, but there are so many Vandals here, that there's just absolutely no play for the Vamps. Another felon coming out. Let's see how the felon is doing up here. Oh, looks like they managed to tick down the felon. Perfect play. Sorry I missed it. But that was just absolutely beautiful. Using a tick to take out the... using a tick to stun the felon, and then getting a warrior right on top of it to deal plenty of damage and take it out and kill it. That was well played indeed. However, the felon did manage to take out the geothermal plant. That's going to deal a pretty horrible blow to the energy economy of Banana Eye. Even so, he's doing all right. 40 and 38 metal and energy, so he is a little under-energized at the moment, but not too bad. In the meantime, speaking of economy, Saab has plenty of metal that he just can't spend, so it's actually Saab that needs to be building up his energy. He's got plenty of solar down here, but believe it or not, he still needs more. He's got plenty of build power capacity, given that he's got 2 factories. Make that 3 factories, what with the air factory coming down. So one of the spectators wondering if he's going to build a stiletto. That's maybe not a bad idea. So lots of build power down here for Saab, but just not enough energy to support it. Still, he's doing pretty well. Unit count, 5.9 to 5.1. Not so hot for Saab, looking pretty good for Banana Eye. Mostly, though, that's invested in this Dante here, and here it comes. Let's see what he can do with that. The answer should be quite a bit. Does Saab have any counters to this? Not so sure. It doesn't have a lot of Banshees in the air at the moment. Doesn't really have a lot of units, I think, that he could use to take that out. He's got a Felon, but it's sitting behind some pretty underpowered shields. His commander is only a level 1. This could be game, ladies and gentlemen. This Dante looks like he's going to have a pretty free hand to just lay waste to that entire base. Yeah, I think this is going to have to be game. Oh, on the other hand, excellent use of terraforming there. That's what he has. That's how he can save himself. Just drop that Dante in a sinkhole. Boy, Saab says that went well. He is right. That did go well. So there's still a Dante right parked in his base, but rendered absolutely neutralized thanks to a very timely use of terraforming there. Now, that's not necessarily something that Banana Eye can't recover from, but he's going to have to get some units in there and make it a terraforming war. In the meantime, he still has a couple of Zeuses buried deep in the heart of the enemy territory. Should be able to do quite a bit of damage there before falling to the towers or the air. Probably not. So believe it or not, what the Dante couldn't accomplish, it looks like a Zeus is going to be able to take care of. Let's see what he's going after. Oh, that Riot Cannon commander is trying to get close in. He could do a good job taking it out, but manages to get rid of a fusion reactor, taking out his energy, and with that, Saab decides to call it quits. Saab surrenders, and the game goes to Banana Eye. So, congratulations, Banana Eye. Victory is yours. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. This is Crazy Eddie saying good luck, have fun.